Alright, fellas. Got a little ninja trick I'm working on here today. Anyone who's ever done a lot of brazing knows that some of these water-based brazing fluxes are just kind of a pain in the neck. And this here is a little concoction of my own. It kind of speeds up the process. I want to show you something here. I'm going to be using a small Russian oxyhydrogen torch to do this. What's up, fellas? The topic of this video is barrier flux. This is a substance well known to jewelers, made from roach killer and denatured alcohol. Okay, I'm at about 1.9 kilowatts, 10 amps. Going with a reducing flame here. And this is oxyhydrogen gas modification. I have a propane tank tied into this to give us one of the best brazing flames you can get your hands on. We're running about 6 liters to 7 liters per minute there. Pretty substantial amount of gas. These are overflow chambers for high current operation. See that foam layer right there? That foam layer will end up getting into the discharge line. So you got to do some pretty interesting things when you're running 40 amps of 220 volt current through this thing. All right. So these are the ones that use the conventional flux. Okay. And it's very hard to get this flux off of here. You guys even seen a video where I supercharged an ultrasonic cleaner to do this. All right, looks a little messy in here. I had to have that fan rotated that way so the transducer would fit down in there. Okay, so this right here is what you call a menagerie. These here, look at the glassy appearance of that flux. This is the borax and alcohol. So far I'm seeing a beautiful braze joint, but the thing is, this stuff is entirely water soluble. Look at the coating that we get on that metal there. They call this fire scale protection or something like that in the jewelry industry. It's called barrier flux. Oh, got a little hole right there. I don't like that. It might be nothing. This is the conventional. Hard to get a hold of. You can't buy this in stores. You used to be able to. And this one right here, this is stuff I made. This is the fire scale shield, and this is the extra thick stuff that I made. That's the actual paste. I may dry that stuff out and add alcohol to it just to capitalize on the advantage of being able to light these things on fire the way you saw. And it puts that beautiful flux coating on there that doesn't boil away and run down the side of the part. That green alcohol fire. Oh, it helps with the preheat. This is what I used. With some denatured alcohol. I had a little splash left in the kettle there. And I thought I'd share this with you guys because this in itself is a pretty cool find. The fire shield. You can dip it as many times as you want. What they'll do is they'll take a diamond ring and they'll dip it in there. Sometimes just one dip. And it puts this glassy coating on anything that you dip in it after you light it on fire. Okay, you see that thin layer there? Light it on fire. And look at the beautiful coating that it puts on there. Now, if that ain't thick enough, you can do it again. These right here can sit in here for a month and that stuff won't come off. So we'll come back to this in a couple of hours and we'll take a look at the difference. And we'll see how one of these things is not like the other. All right, just for you guys who don't follow this channel, I'll go ahead and bust out the Harbor Freight supercharged ultrasonic transducer, ultrasonic cleaner, whatever. So this thing does an okay job if you've got some time on your hands. Oh, there we go. Freaking weird. What the heck we got going on there, Mescal? That is a levitating bubble, guys, or something. It's levitating in the water. It's not at the surface. There's another little levitating bubble ball. There's one right there, a big old chunk about to bust off, maybe. Weird. I mean, they all clean up, but what I'm getting at with this test and what I'm going to do later is if you don't have an ultrasonic cleaning bath, you can't get the standard flux off. So, and get them to look like this. Not too shabby. This is the good flux, and it's got some porosity to it too. I guess I never really looked at these under the mackerel. So this is the store-bought. You can see the difference in the discoloration there. It did not protect from fire scale the way the jeweler's mix did. Look at how protected that brass is from the braze job. Absolutely no sign that it even took place. So if you had a good brazing fluid, you know, but look at this. This is just all funky. All right, so here they are. Not too bad. Note at how protected most of the shaft is. And then here is the conventional. So if I let these dry, I'd still have to scrub this crap off here. It won't come off on its own. So as far as the joint, still kind of covered in crap. It flows a little better. All right, I'm going to start with the conventional pieces. This is the one that's had some time to dry. And it's not going to splatter around very much, which is good. The problem is I don't always have time to wait for this stuff to dry, and we'll see why that's a problem here in a second. I think I'm going to turn this up. It's a little cold. It's a good reducing flame though. And I'm using the wrong hand for some reason. Okay, now we're going to do the wet one to kind of show you how much of a pain in the neck that gets. I just applied this flux and you can see that it's boiling all over like crazy. It's falling away from the work. This stuff costs a lot of money. And it's not easy to get, so it's susceptible to supply chain issues, which are a reality in the world we're living in today. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having trouble getting a hold of common supplies that I use around the shop. Some things I can't get at all, and some things are just very slow to arrive. Like someone's intentionally throttling or modulating things on us a little bit. Okay, I'm really cooking this. Trying to straighten that up. All right, now I'm gonna do the homemade flux. We're gonna see how this stuff pans out. This is the jeweler's flux, but they don't use it at a ratio as thick as I'm about to use it. So I do not know what's about to happen here. This is the denatured alcohol mixed with borax. It seems to be doing great. And the thing that I like about it the most is that it washes off in water so much easier than the store-bought stuff. Okay, that's a little excessive there. Already did that one, stupid. Here's the other one. Seems to be okay. It's not quite as wet as the store-bought stuff. Yeah, I don't know how much I like that. What just happened there? I'm not getting a, there we go. But definitely it doesn't jump the gap as good. Okay, so that's very doable.
Changes or nothing happens with flush, it's obviously open up from the back, this is presentation of the water, and the magnet from the ring seems like it's shifting the ring. So this was I believe the next day, and actually later that day, in the tent, in the meantime, actually known. So this is just the starting of the change of, a rich environment for it to grow, or whatever crap this stuff is things are just slowly changing.
Ooh, it melted that one, damn it.
Some different bubble presentations. Always a problem.
Let's do this thing. That green alcohol fire. Oh, it helps with the preheat. All right, here we go. I can't see. Gotta turn the lights back on. How that's supposed to happen? Alright, damn it. Now I can see what the heck's going on here. I was getting blinded. There we go. Stuff ain't so bad, I guess. I've used a little bit lower power this time around. certainly different. Definitely a different animal. It doesn't like to jump gaps as easily. See if I can draw some over there. Way overdid that one. That's gonna be a bear. It's definitely different. Not the same. Here we go.